is cash. What are we doing today?
Motion to withdraw the honor's counsel.
Why?
Well, for one thing, he's not gonna pay me anymore, I don't think, at all. I've been without pay for a number of months. And, we're supposed to be coming up to trial.
When is this trial set? When was this on? Please. June 2nd? No, that was the last.
That was the last
event.
setting. I don't think he had the present setting. I know of.
Yeah,
When we had hearings.
setting for the hearing, it's got to be ready.
Yeah, we had, the last trial setting was in March, Judge.
And this is this is 2.5 years old, and now we're not getting paid.
Yeah, I just worked with him, tried to get payment, and now he doesn't pay. He hasn't paid for several months. I'm not sure what his problem is. He never talked to me about it.
I don't get involved in this, but is there a problem?
Yes, very much so.
What is it?
It's black and white. None of the things that I've asked him to do have been done. There's no motions on my end. We're here. We're at 2.5 years later, as you said it yourself. I mean, this shouldn't be going to trial. So waste of money for the state. So waste of money for myself and time. It all started with the police investigation. I've never talked to police once. I've never talked to this man to be able to talk to him to get through the state and say, hey, this doesn't need to escalate. We need to save the state some money.
That's wonderful. He should know this is an aggravated assault case. Either assaulted guy or, he was self-defense.
When did you get hired, please?
I got paperwork stating that he was retained May the 24th,
Maybe 24th,
Of what?
2023.
Okay, 2 years.
2 years.
So 2 full years goes by, and now you're filing a motion to withdraw because he hadn't paid you?
In a while. I think the last time he paid me was before December.
Right.
He thinks probably he paid me too much. I don't know. I don't know what the heck he's talking about as far as motions. He wants to talk to the police. He doesn't have the right to talk to the police. And it's if he asked me more fundamental questions, maybe I could explain it to him. But now I've got expenses. I've got to travel. He's known since December that I've been moving to Longview. And it would cost me some money to come down here and try a case. So I was just trying to get it's going to be a 3-day trial.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to at least pay me for the 3 days of my expenses.
It's also been my experience that sometimes you end up getting stuck as an attorney. Then it's not a good deal. It happened to me when I was in private practice. You get stuck, and there are legal ways of handling that. But what disturbs me is this has gone 2.5 years, and now I'm looking at I'm being presented with something that is far overdue for trial, and y'all are bickering over a civil contract that isn't being worked out.
Well,
That's not for the court to resolve. It's not for the court to resolve. You got a problem with him? There's a bar. There are agreements that you want to do.
I completely agree.
If that's what you want to do, you assumed a responsibility to represent it, and that's you can't do 2.5 years really, and then whatever money has been paid. I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but some money had to have been paid.
Yes.
And this is overdue for disposition. And what we're going to, 2 things. I can release you, then we have to start over with another lawyer. And that won't be fair to the people, which is my first responsibility, as well as the constitutional rights of defendants. But moving a trial forward without unreasonable delay is foremost. And I don't get these problems. These are always worked out. But I also know lawyers end up losing money on some cases. It's a responsibility, though, that they deal with. If you're indigent Are you indigent? Are you able to pay? Do you
No.
have a job?
No, beforehand, I did have a job. Now circumstances have changed. I don't have a job. I haven't had a job for the past 5.5 months. I'm working on getting a job. This is delaying on me getting a
Okay,
job.
so you don't have an income right now?
No, I do not have an income.
All
I
right,
didn't understand. I didn't know that.
All right.
Either fully. I know you, I gave him a little time
Okay.
because usually
Okay.
find
he
jobs.
can,
easy.
look,
Okay.
you,
But the thing, excuse me.
you can continue to first of all, you've spent the time, you've gone down the road on this. I'm not going to start over. If you come to me later and apply for indigent funds to help you in this case, I'm happy to
Okay.
consider it.
Sure.
And it doesn't happen often, but it's happened before and those have been granted. Reasonable fees have been granted, but I want
Sure.
your 2.5 years and yours, y'all fix this together. Work together,
Yeah.
please. It's in your best interest, in your best interest.
Oh, definitely.
I didn't know I could apply for it.
Well, it doesn't happen
Right.
normally, but there's always an answer to every unique situation that this court over 18.5 years has had to deal with. But we just don't open the door for the people to pay. Y'all work it out. But if his situation has changed and he's unable to pay, then he needs to fill out an indigent form
Yes.
before he leaves, so that can get into the record. If it changes, you have to let me know, or else you're in trouble. So you get a job, fine. You take, start accounting for your time that you would ask for reimbursement for
Okay.
while he is indigent. But this moves forward, please. Well, I'm going to be kind about it. I'm demanding I'm ordering it to move forward. Y'all had enough time to prepare, get to the finish line one way or the other, however this is going to be disposed of. Okay? Is it Mr. Ham on this?
Yes, sir.
This doesn't look like a real complex matter. It could be, but
I've got it whittled down to 3 witnesses, Judge.
no,
Yeah.
there's no reason to delay 2.5 years on 3 witnesses. Come on. No, y'all's business is yours, but the state, it's succinct. It's obvious.
The only thing that is the 2 of my witnesses will require an interpreter.
All right. And if it's not going to be disposed of by a trial, let me know so we don't spend time and money preparing for a trial. If it can be worked out, let me know. If not, let's try it. But what's it said for, Helen?
I can put it on the 25th when Mr. Powell is here already. That would be.
No, he's not going to be ready. I'm going to give me another month, please. We're setting this, y'all, that's the finish line.
The 22nd of September,
Okay. That's
22.
okay.
All right, that's set on that date.
We'll make sure.
If
I'll work together.
Correct. If I may say, one of the things that I want to bring up, obviously that was a sideline for me from the
Yes, sir.
get-go. I want to bring up, I also want to get this over with and situated, which I'm willing to talk to Mr. Croft, see if we can continue this, because in reality today, I got served with this paperwork on the 24th of just the other day, saying, this is more for me to get out.
Yeah.
But we realized this before in our previous time that we came here, when he didn't show that he wasn't going to no longer be able to partake in this. I came here on my last continuance. I was never even called up here. I showed up in the morning. I was on the court docket online. No one gave me an explanation. I just waited for the bond people to call me. I mean, I don't know how it slips through the cracks or who gets, but at the end of the day, I'm here.
Trying to explain that.
Look, when motions are presented, when motions are filed, that doesn't get my attention because I've got 2,500 cases, 2,500 cases. So lawyers know they can file a motion, but I'm not going to even know about it
Right.
unless it's presented. We call it presented. They've got to present it to me, get my attention and get everybody together. And then
Right.
I will conduct a hearing on it. The fact that it's filed that doesn't get to the finish line.
Right.
You have to present it and then we'll take it up. It would be enormous. And most motions, strangely enough, are never presented. They file them and they sit in the file and then they get shredded at the end because nothing was ever done about it. Nobody ever presented. Nobody ever moved on it. They filed it. It seems to me a waste of effort, but until it's moved by the parties, one party presents it to me, we have a motion, we want to have a hearing on it, and then I'll do it. Because most motions they're filed and then they're never moved on. And that's the party's business. So that's what the court does. I couldn't deal with all those on my own anyway. It would be impossible, but it's unnecessary because they're pro forma. They're just formality in many cases.
Hold on a second, did you catch what just happened? After listening to both sides argue about payments, delays, and responsibility, the judge just delivered the message that changes everything. Work together. In legal terms, this is the court signaling that it's losing patience with the drama and wants results. 2.5 years have already gone by, and from the judge's perspective, enough is enough. But here's the question. If you were the defendant, would you still trust an attorney you were actively fighting with? Or would you want new counsel no matter the delay
And until it gets serious, then I'll be able to move on it. In y'all's case, work together. The team is more powerful than individuals working in different directions for the same goal. You represent him and you got your interests here that are at stake in your constitutional rights. Work as a team. That's the way it's always done. We never have problems. Fix this. And that's in your best interest and everybody's best interest. Okay? It's set for trial. If most cases are disposed of without a trial, 95% are disposed of without a trial. If that's the way it's going to be done, let me know. And then
That's the route that I would take. Yeah.
if it has to be a trial, we've done 600 trials.
Yeah.
So we're not afraid to try cases. And that's what this is for. Okay. Fix it. Be ready for trial or let me know otherwise.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What started as a dispute over legal fees ended with a judge focused on one thing: moving the case forward. No dramatic withdrawal. No starting over from scratch, just a clear warning that the clock has already run out on excuses. The bigger takeaway here isn't just about this defendant or this attorney. It's about how courts balance fairness, efficiency, and the reality that justice delayed can become justice denied. Do you think the judge made the right call by forcing the case to continue? Or should the attorney have been allowed to walk away? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.